Welcome to another edition of DX Engineering Videos. We're here today in Tallmadge, Ohio at the headquarters of DX Engineering, and look who came in the door. It's Phyllis Randle from MFJ Enterprises. Hello, Phyllis.
Hello. How you doing, Tim?
Good, good. Phyllis, thanks very much for being a part of the amateur radio hobby and having worked at MFJ. How long have you worked there?
I'm working on my 40th year. This year in May made my 39th year.
Wow. You know, these days where, you know, young people kind of move around from job to job to job, almost 40 years ago, you walked into MFJ and interviewed. And what was it like to be a part of, I mean, it had to be pretty small at that point, right?
Very small. The products at that time were about 15 products. Of that 15, we probably made about 1,000 pieces a month. And all of the orders were shipped from shipping labels. On the front of the shipping label, there would be a name and address, and on the back of the shipping label would be the item that they ordered. And a big item was the little code practice oscillator that was in the Tech blue box. There would be 500 individual orders for that one unit.
Wow.
And it took us probably a few months to make, you know, that item.
Wow. Now, did you ever do any soldering or?
No soldering. As I was just telling you, the first week I worked at MFJ, I was an employee in the production, and I wound toroids for the 16010 random wire tuner. And just about the time that my hands became unusable with blisters because of that, they were also looking for a shipper, and I was moved to a shipping position.
Wow. Now, a lot of times, I know when I've called MFJ over the years, you would answer the phone.
Yes.
You were the go-to. I mean, you still are.
That was probably the first 20 years. I was one of the direct people with a different job description, but still answering the phone. I kind of made it a point, because of my large family and the work ethic that I was taught, to learn as much as you can, to do as much as you can to make yourself invaluable. Mm-hmm. And so I learned everything that I could. When one of our sales managers was not available, then I would go the extra mile and say, well, he's not available, can I help you? And that way I got a name for being helpful, and hopefully I still am.
Oh, boy. It wouldn't be Pamvention without Phyllis.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, when I went to Germany and went to Friedrichshafen, there's Phyllis. It was just like, you're in the office, and I can't believe you only work 8 hours a day.
No, usually 9 or 10, because sometimes we have personnel that are suited to one job sometimes, and when they're not available, then I jump in. I'm in shipping. Some days when my dealers call, I'm in shipping all day because we're trying to clear out orders, mm-hmm. so that we can get some more stuff out the door. So I'm a little of a Jane of all trades at MFJ.
And so how many years have you been to Pamvention?
Randy came along, who's our personnel manager, and for years I had been asked to go to Pamvention, and I have 2 children, so I didn't want to leave the kids when they were little. And Randy came along after the first 19 or 20 years and said, what do you mean you're not going to Pamvention? You're going to Pamvention. You know, the dealers want to see you. You're the most recognized person here besides Mr. Jew or Steven. So he made it part of my job description
to go to
Pamvention. And, once you kind of get out there, it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. Friedrichshafen especially. And I never thought that I would step out of my comfort zone enough to go. but I enjoyed it and got invited back.
Look at that. Now, you know, for almost 40 years being involved with an amateur radio company and around Mr. Jew, who was a long-time ham, the bug never caught you.
Well, when he had his 40th anniversary, I wanted to give my gift to Mr. Jew. I was going to take the test, become a ham. That was going to be my 40th. I studied, but I never took the test.
Oh.
And since I answer the phone so much, and now with computer, I'm in front of that all the time, I feel like I am a ham. I've picked up quite a few things, you know, just talking to people, and I guess you can say I'm a fixture without being an actual ham.
Well, you know, maybe there's always time,
Yes.
And so maybe here, as I'm sure now those two little kids are no longer little. They might have some grandkids.
Oh yes.
And so,
oh yes, girls, and yeah, perhaps I can get them in ham radio.
right,
Yeah.
right, and maybe during that you know process, maybe you actually
We'll
will
go
take the
along with
test.
them.
I think it would impress Mr. Jew and everybody at MFJ.
Right. I'm gonna put a sign up at our booth that says, "I finally did it."
Well, you know, that's very cool, and I know I speak for thousands of hams that have talked to you over the years that we appreciate the fact that you have stayed so dedicated to our hobby, and I believe that you have given back in a very unique and valuable way. You've given yourself. You said that, hey, I want to get better, I want to learn, I want to get outside my comfort zone, and you've never been shy around the hams, and we can be demanding at times, you know.
Hams are one of the friendliest bunch of people you'll ever want to meet. They are very open, they're very quick, they're very honest. And they're just good people, and good people are good people no matter where you are, no matter what you're doing. But I think hams are some of the best. I mean, they've given me a good life and a good career, and my children have done better than me, so I am pleased to say I'm associated with ham radio.
Oh, that sounds great. Well, we wish you many more years of success.
Thank you.
And thank you for doing this today with us.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching. Another edition of DX Engineering Videos is in your future. 73 for now.